Welcome to URP Practical Talk. I'm your host, George Gonzalez. And today we have Dr. Vishnu Bandhu. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Great. Well, of course, let's just go right into the questions.
Okay.
So, of course, you've been in high gear in campaign mode. Last time we spoke to you, that you had opened up the office in Essequibo. That you've opened up the office in Linden, and now you've been doing a lot of traveling around Guyana. What's that like?
Well, I have been moving all the time in Guyana because I'm very much interested in our people and to see the way they live and what they're doing and so forth. We have been getting fairly good support throughout the country. I'm very pleased to see how things are going because people have been realizing that for the 50 years, we have been fooled by both the major political party, the PPP, the PNC, APNU right now, and also the AFC, what they call themselves, AFC. They all fool the people. And people realize that time for a change, a real change in Guyana, not what we had. In fact, I was in Skeldon having a meeting a couple of days ago, and the most interesting thing happened to me is that when we was at this meeting, there was a member of the URP 28 years ago show up at this meeting, and he had his membership card. His membership card, 28 years. Look at it. Brand as new, it's new brand here, and it is amazing. That alone worth my trip to go. And today you can see the card. That was our card. Now this is our present URP membership card. It's like a national ID card. If you look at the back too, that's the back of the card, and see how unique and neat it is. It's very, very exactly like the national ID card that we are having here in Guyana. Yeah. Because everything that we do, the URP, we do it with pride. If you can notice 28 years ago what kind of card we had, and today what kind of card we have of the URP. But it's not only about the money, but it's the presentation of things, and that's what the URP believes in. So we have been working, we have been doing a lot of things, and people have been paying a lot of attention to us, all over the country.
It's great. And so, speaking about the country, and of course, a big thing is the current oil expo that's going on right now at the Marriott. I know that we have a lot of foreign investors have come. It's mainly foreign investors. In fact, some have complained about the price of the tickets. They said it was too expensive for some of the local people to afford. But what is your take on just the whole oil conference?
Well, I don't think they want the local people to go. That's why they put the ticket at that price. I think they're trying to avoid the local people to go. And our government should have looked into that and say, hey, we have to involve our local people into our investment. It's not foreign people must come and take over everything in Guyana. That is why some time ago I said the government should send at least 500 students to study oil, so that when they're ready to pull up oil, you have our people there with the foreign people to work together. Because how would they get experience? Of course we need a foreigner to come who has those experience, but our people must be able to work with them to get experience. Yeah. So I think that the government should do much more than what they are doing. They are not doing enough for the people. Some time ago, I think they had these, I don't know if the government realized that these oil company, they have to sign a contract saying if there is oil spill, they have to take care of the country financially, because the fishing industry will go belly up,
Yeah.
right? So I don't know, and we had some scientists a few months back, and they went in, and I had a discussion with some people who went with them, and they said, it's amazing that in Guyana got so many different species of fish, more than anywhere else, right? So I hope that this government also look into that for the ExxonMobil to sign a contract that in case of spill and damages in the sea with our fishing industry, they have to pay big time for it. And not with peanuts, right? Like what they have been giving us. They give us $18,000, which up to now they're in the secret account.
18 million.
Sorry, 18 million in the secret account. And they give Brazil 700 millions. You know, so, we look like a pack of fools. That's what I'm saying. If you don't know about money, you can't talk about money. And none of them here knows about money. You can see that clearly.
And well, I just wanted to put as a point of clarification, I was told recently that the last day of the conference is free to the public. But nonetheless, I do want to bring it back to the oil contract. Do you feel that the government should have argued for a little bit more?
Definitely. Definitely. They haven't done enough. And the word on the street saying that they took payoff too. Many of them probably have, it's rumor all over that the 5 that goes there probably has an account already in their name out overseas, where they took payoff. It's all over the place saying that, So I don't know how true that is, but it's rumor that way, So, of course, we should have much more than what we are having, And remember, the contract, what they're having, if it's 2% or what they're giving, these Americans are shrewd businessmen. They will take out all their expenses and everything and so before they give you anything. And I wonder if our government, I'm sure they are not equipped to handle that or can control that. We need help from our foreign Guyanese who have experience in these kind of things. None of them have the experience here.
And speaking of foreign Guyanese, or at least those Guyanese that have gone abroad, that you have some reports of Guyanese who were living in Venezuela, now because of all the issues that are going on, they're now coming back. What's your take on that?
It is a very sad situation because even at the opening of our office in Essequibo, one of the Venezuelans come and complained to me that he was building a house where they got about 40 houses. She go and find a spot there and build it, and they come and they tore down her house. So I tell them, go back and talk to them and tell them, why you tore my house down. But when she went back and she spoke to the people, they said, you build in the reserve. Well, I told her, I said, you can't build in the reserve. You have to find an empty spot somewhere. What is that reserve? But nevertheless, I have a home in Essequibo, and I told her, I said, you all can go and live at my home. I am offering it to you, until you can be able to help yourself. But government should look very seriously into our returned Guyanese from Venezuela because of the hardship, because of the thing that's happening to them. People are going their home, taking out their TV and so in front of them. I was made to understand, rob them, and they have nothing to say. These are Guyanese. They go there because they're looking for a better pasture, But nevertheless, no matter where a Guyanese go, if things happen to them, this is their home. They have all right to come back here and start their life. And the government has all right to able to assist them because it's the taxpayers' money are paying the government. It's the taxpayers' money got to help. So you should take some of that and ensure that these people that come from Venezuela get a piece of land to build a house and assist in any way you can assist as government. You know, the other day we had hurricane in the islands, and so the government make a big blow up things about that and sending things and sending money and bring them and give them land. You can do the same thing for the Guyanese from Venezuela. We had 250,000 Guyanese in Venezuela, right? It's not little.
Yeah.
And they're coming home every day because every day things are happening. They're leaving their home, they're leaving everything and coming back home. So they need help. And we should help them, you know, to let them start standing on their feet again. They have children. I know of Guyanese who are here, doesn't have food to feed their kids. I know of many of them. Yeah. So I am appealing to the government. Please, look into these people. Open some area and give them to live. Give them a piece of land. They can build something and they can make a livelihood. Because they come here, many of them sold their property, everything. And, you know, and they're gone. And I'll tell you one thing. A few years back I was here, and some people who live in Venezuela was selling their property. And I told them, I said, man, you all should sell your property. This is your home. And you know what they said to me? They said, Mr. Bandu, I gone. I don't want nothing more to do with Guyana. I finish. And the fiasco start in Venezuela, and everything gone upside down. You know, bad. And what caused it bad? You know what? It's an army government started making Venezuela go down and down. And the same thing happening here. You know, President Granger come from the army, and he involving everybody from the army to head everything. And we are heading the same way as Venezuela going. Guyana are heading in that direction, but the URP will put a stop to this kind of nonsense.
And part of, I guess, putting a stop to that you actually have a vision.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
We have a vision. Mm-hmm. In fact, let us look at our vision for Guyana.
Guyana, though blessed with immense natural beauty, as it is a home to pristine Amazonian rainforests, awe-inspiring waterfalls, and amazing wildlife, has so many problems to deal with. The country no doubt has a vibrant indigenous culture and a rich heritage, but the severe law and order problem which mars the beauty of the Republic. Still a developing country with a medium-level human development, Guyana has long been yearning to break free from the shackles of economic stagnancy and the resultant unemployment. The people who have been ruling Guyana since its independence in 1966 have not done much to fast-track the overall growth of the country. Often they have failed to deliver on many critical fronts, reducing the quality of life in Guyana. There was a void in the Guyanese political realm which could have only been filled by a political outfit with a clear vision and unwavering commitment to serve the people of the country in the context of a social concept featuring diversity, pluralism, and inclusiveness. Thus, in 1985, a few like-minded individuals came together and founded the United Republican Party, URP. The party became more involved with the people of Guyana in 1987, when its founding leader, Dr. Vishnu Bandhu, returned to the country after living in Canada and the US for more than a decade. Reflecting on the birth of the URP, Dr. Bandhu said that due to great love for his country in his heart and recognizing the needs of his community, he thought it was necessary to form a new political party in Guyana to convert her into a modern developed economy. Hearing the cries of the Guyanese people, feeling their pain, witnessing their suffering, and knowing the hardship of their daily life, he knew that he had to be proactive in supporting and assisting the Guyanese people. The larger vision of the URP is to ensure a free nation.
Change with new vision for Guyana.
The party aims to transform Guyana into a democratic country where everyone is treated equally under the law. The country needs to have restoration of law and order and must build a strong and solid economy. The URP will use the mandate to review the budget and tackle severest problems first. The URP has been introducing new crop ideas to grow the GDP. The party will consider foreign investment and tapping into the Guyanese diaspora. Dr. Bandhu says that the URP has been doing its level best to keep the Guyanese community motivated and engaged in positive change for their country. The party will always remain dedicated to the betterment of Guyana and the Guyanese people. Dr. Bandhu's perspectives on the foreign policy to be framed once in power are very clear and transparent. His administration will be collaborative in nature and will endeavor to work with the entire region and beyond, with special focus on helping the Guyanese people wherever they are. URP has accorded education a prime slot in its agenda, as education is ideally the most important factor in developing a good quality of life. This starts with the country's youth. Its URPs hope to develop a strong educational system and skilled base rehabilitation for the undereducated and unemployed. Dr. Bandhu is a firm believer in social programs to educate and rehabilitate the Guyanese community so that it may be self-sustaining, offering a high quality of life to all citizens in the country. Another plus point of the country is its strong secular ethos. Guyana is inhabited by ethnically diverse populations with one heart, whether one believes in one God, many gods, or no God. As far as the URP is concerned, what is good for Guyana comes first. Dr. Vishnu Bandhu is the kind of leader Guyana needs to become a socially, economically, and scientifically developed country. His experiences and knowledge has provided him with valuable insights imperative to transform the country into a prosperous and dynamic economy. He is a charismatic leader, and his passion to work for the people rubs off on his colleagues, followers, and supporters alike. Dr. Bandhu's vision for Guyana is on a larger canvas, which includes modernizing the security force, police, military, marine, customs, and border, creating jobs that pay a decent wage, constructing bridges and roads to link Georgetown with the interland and other countries, constructing new roads, linking Georgetown and other cities to the airport, building a deep harbor port, building a 4-lane bridge across the Demerara River with no obstruction of ship movement, establishing a university for scientific research which will serve as a think tank, possessing its own fleet of planes, modernizing the airport, reforming tax laws and VAT, creating sustainable energy grid for the country, rebuilding drainages and facilitating irrigation to prevent flooding, efficiently managing waste recycling, upgrading the entire government IT technology system, upgrading the prison system, establishing system to curb homelessness, modernizing mental health care system, providing free kindergarten education for children, the leaders of the URP like to walk the talk. They feel that the country was let down by leaders who made false promises and relied on lies to gain and remain in power. They promise that once at the helm of affairs of the nation, the URP, guided by the leadership qualities of Dr. Vishnu Bandhu, is going to change the existing conditions of Guyana. It will not be a mere cosmetic facelift, but comprehensive transformation within and without. The URP will promote a spirit of enterprise among the Guyanese people and foster stronger unity in the multiracial society of the country. Hence, welcome the URP and Dr. Vishnu Bandhu to helm the destiny of Guyana.
So if that is the URP's vision of Guyana. So it's very interesting, but I noticed one of the major points was economic growth, especially economic growth facilitated through agriculture. So why exactly do you have a focus on that?
Well, because Guyana is an agricultural country, we have to think very clearly where we are going, agriculture. Once we have been known as the breadbasket of the Caribbean, we are aiming to go back there and more than that into, Central America, South America, and spread ourselves all over North America. So the URP had that vision, and this is only a 10-minute documentary. We have much more coming up. In 50 years, I challenge both of the political party if they can ever come up with something like that, a vision. Now, it's a vision. It will not happen overnight, but we all have to work toward the vision. This is what we would like to see in Guyana. Guyana used to have its own aircraft. We scrapped it.
Guyana Airways, yeah.
Yeah, Guyana Airways. So everything that we have, it seems like we're eating it out. Instead of progress more and develop yourself more, we are coming down and down more and more. I think President Granger thinks that he is in the 60th and 70th centuries, not the 20th, 21st century. He thinks that he is back in 60th and 70th centuries. I am appealing to all Guyanese. Let us work together. Let us bring unity together. Let us turn away from what we call racism. Because racism does not bring bread and butter on the table. It's policy that bring bread and butter on the table. And this is what the URP want for our people. I have traveled the world. I have seen so many things. My wife and my daughter can testify that any time that I go overseas with them and I see progressiveness, I said, God, when my country will be like this? When will my beautiful Guyana be like this? But I know that beautiful Guyana can never, ever progress under the PPP and the PNC. The URP is your savior. So I appeal to you, those of you who are elderly, think about your children. Think about your grandchildren and your great-grandchildren. They didn't ask you to come on the face of the earth. You brought them. It is your job to guide them, show them a better way. You do not want them to go down this road that you are going down. You want them to go down a better road. You want to see smiles on their face, their family face. Young children need to have family, to marry, get children, and so forth, and able to maintain them. But what is happening today? Nobody don't have jobs. They are getting fired from their job. Business is not doing. They have been retrenched. Government had been closing down sugar estate. By the way, I'm talking about the sugar estate. On the next issue, I would like to talk a little more on the sugar belt, because, it is not fair that you took government, you took over, and you are making all these drastic steps in closing left, right, and center, putting on so much tax on people. You have to, as a leader, as a government, you got to think about your people. Can they afford to pay these things what you're putting on them? Huh? Right now, they are not getting 3 square meal a day. How would they be able to pay these taxes? So I am appealing to you, please look at the URP with a very serious eye. The URP, it's your party. The URP come here to make your life a better life. This is not about power, but the URP has a vision for Guyana, which no other political party has it. And we know how to do it. And we know Guyana, every youngster, every person will be able to have an opportunity to become whatever you want, because we will be able to bring that kind of policy to you, just like United States, Canada, Great Britain, this developed world. We will be able to give you that opportunity. An opportunity, you want to be a doctor, you want to be a lawyer, you want to be a civil servant, you are accountant, you want to be a millionaire, a billionaire, you will have an opportunity to be whatever you want to be in your life under a URP government only. And we will be able to demonstrate true democracy. I thank you, and may God bless each and every one of you. Please look at our program more, our website, www.urp.com, our Facebook, URP Guyana. Look at URP Practical Talk. Go on our website, you'll see it. Go on the YouTube, you'll see it. And share it with your friends and your family for a better Guyana. I thank you, and may God bless you.
Well, and that's all the time we have for this episode of URP Practical Talk. Again, Dr. Bandu, thanks for coming in. And just as always, we want to let all our viewers at home, just as Dr. Bandu said, check out the Facebook page. That is URP Guyana, and also the website, www.urpguyana.com. Again, thanks for coming in.
Thank you.